Hello, and thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be having a look at a red wine from the Minervois, from Château Canet. The Minervois is an appellation in the south of France, in the Languedoc area, close to the city of Carcassonne, one of France's World Heritage Sites. It's been an appellation for just over 30 years, so it's still relatively young by French standards, but also sufficiently established to be producing excellent wine. It's an area that produces great value, and this wine from Château Canet is no exception. The chateau is in a small village called Rustique, just outside of Carcassonne, and is run in admirable fashion by Floris Lemstra, who's a Dutch guy, but working in France for many years. He worked in Burgundy for quite some time, and now he's transferred to the Languedoc, where he's got his own estate. The estate is quite small, but it's producing excellent quality wine. They also have a white Minervois and a rosé Minervois, but these two account for about 15% of their production and also the production of the Languedoc. It's a blend of mainly Syrah with a healthy dollop of Grenache in there and a very small dash of Sanso, just to add a bit more spice into the blend. When the grapes arrive at the winery, they're placed into concrete fermenting vessels, and there they undergo a cold maceration for about 24 hours. That allows the fruity flavours to develop from the grapes themselves, but without taking on any harsh tannins. They're fermented at controlled temperatures, and then the wine is placed either in tank for about 85% of the wine, and 15% goes into second and third fill oak barrels from the Vosges, just to give a bit of micro-oxygenation, but not to give it any oak flavour. So, let's have a look at the wine. So the first thing you notice is the colour. It's a deep ruby colour with some crimson notes at the edges. It's still relatively young, and it's great fun to drink now, but you can keep hold of it for a couple more years if you wanted to. The nose is very much black fruits, blackberry, cherry, blackcurrant, and there's also some spice there. Very open, very easy and full. On the palate, well, the wine has exactly the same flavours. It's really dark black fruits, spice, there's some nice acidity to make the cheeks water, but without being overbalanced. And the tannins are really ripe and soft, so it doesn't interfere with the wine in any way at all. It's a nice fresh finish to it as well. So it's a great food wine. Oh, that's stunning, and great value, I've got to say. Cheers, enjoy.